Fearless Female Fridays with Ayanda MVP on 947. Every guest will leave you feeling inspired, confident, and ready to take on the world.
Good afternoon, Seugnette. Thank you so much for joining us as our final Fearless Female this Friday. How are you?
I'm really good. Nice to meet you, Ayanda.
And how has 2021 been for you so far?
Every morning I realize I have such a lot to be grateful for. So although it's been a very challenging year, there's still a lot to be grateful for. And that's what gets us up in the morning and help us to fight the good fight and continue to live a fearless life.
And in your position, you're head of First for Women Insurance. That pressure and having to make sure that you're running a company and also running your own life at the same time, how do you find the balance?
Just keeping yourself honest the whole time and stay authentic and live your best life.
Well, how do you even calm down and get that inner peace within you?
I do believe at the end of each day, you need to put your pen on paper and reflect on the day. It also comes definitely with some exercise.
What does journaling do to empower us as young women?
Once you start and practice journaling, you learn to put a balance in that and make sure that you keep record of the good and the bad. And with the bad, it's an opportunity to see, okay, why was it a bad day? What happened? And what do I need to do tomorrow to turn it around and have a better day? And it's not the same on an electronic format. Don't go out to social media, put that phone down, take a pen and paper and write it down. There's something therapeutic in actually writing it.
In terms of First for Women as an insurance company, how did it come about? Was it a situation where insurance companies weren't really looking out for females and women in South Africa?
When we founded the company in 2004, there wasn't really a unique value proposition out there that's specifically designed for women. We really need to go and see what are the specific needs.
Absolutely. And now that First for Women has grown to such an extent, and you've also grown in making sure you take care of communities around you and helping women and be empowered and be confident in themselves and also just be strong in the country that we stay in. And one of the things that you're focusing on is GBV, gender-based violence. How did First for Women start its involvement with partaking in the petition to prevent lip service foundation that you've partnered up with?
Obviously, First for Women has been fighting GBV since 2005. We started the First for Women Foundation, and every month, every single policyholder, a portion of their premium is donated to the foundation. To date, we've donated 85 million rand and supported over 95,000 women. When we started our 16 days of activism also in 2005. Every single year we do a campaign and speak up and make sure that we get the support from all around to help us fight this disease that's in our country. And this year we said, let's partner with the Seugnette Foundation. They already had a campaign running since last year. And we found that was a really good fit for us to join hands with them, to partner with them and to take on the government on the promises that they've made us in 2020.
And you are making postcards that you're going to be sending to Parliament. What do we hope that the postcards are going to do?
So we've got a virtual site and everyone can visit it. It's called standoutgbv.co.za. And each and everyone can go on there and post a virtual postcard to Parliament about why they want them to deliver on the promises they made to eradicate GBV and how GBV has affected them personally and all the crimes that's associated with GBV. What we'll do with these postcards is we will take them along with the 12,000 postcards that the Seugnette Foundation already collected in the Stamp Out campaign, which was called Post Office to Parliament last year. All of these postcards will be collated and documented in a research paper on the effects of GBV on South Africans, and it will then be presented to policymakers. And these research papers will then actually inform policymakers on key focus areas, and it's going to be based on real accounts. So yes, We literally want to inform the policies that needs to be written up and that needs to support the council that they promised that they will set up on how to, literally a practical action plan on how to eradicate GBV.
How can 947 listeners get involved in writing these postcards?
All they need to go is visit standoutgbv.co.za.
Thank you so much for sharing with me about this initiative that you've partnered up with the Uyinene Mbretane Foundation and making sure that we are aware that this problem just keeps escalating and we need to make sure that it stops. We need to make sure that we educate. We need to make sure that people understand what is right and wrong, especially when it comes to gender-based violence. But I also want to know what other initiatives you're passionate about as well for the future that you guys have planned, maybe in 2022, since we're already in December.
Other than the foundation and all the really good work that First for Women is doing around the communities, as a brand and as an insurer that looks after women, we are actually deploying our new Guardian Angel on Call fleet. I'm not sure if you've ever seen the pink BMWs on the road. So we replaced the fleet with new vehicles. We also adding a couple of other cities to the fleet. And yes, those Guardian Angels are out there looking out for our customers. We've got a fantastic, digital enablement. Should a woman ever be in danger, it's the press of a panic button and, we dispatch help, whatever is needed. So for me, it's all about what we as a company can do to literally keep every single woman in this country safe. It takes corporates and foundations like the Uyinene Foundation to raise awareness and help women out there and children and those that are vulnerable to stay safe.
I've been in a attempted hijacking situation and it was a very fight or flight situation. Unfortunately, I decided to fight, but I was fortunate to be in my car and locked in and I could see the reverse camera and know that I could escape. But for some women out there, I think it'd be great to start more awareness in self-defense. I've never done self-defense classes, but I think that would be awesome. What would you do to protect yourself in this country?
It's so common, Ayanda. It happens to every second woman in this country. And yes, we count ourselves lucky when we're able to get away. And yes, attending a self-defense class, just being able to help yourself is a good start, but it's more around being aware. Where are you driving? When are you driving? Make sure your family knows where you're going, your friend that you're going to visit. I know it sounds terrible and we don't want to live like that because we don't want to live in a constant state of fear. But in order to keep ourselves safe, and that's what I personally do, is really just to make sure that I'm aware of my surroundings and that I try at best not to be out alone on the road at night, or if I do need to go out, make sure that you have a guardian angel looking over you, tracking your trip, because those are all practical things that we can all do.
So what do you think makes you fearless, or what do you think makes someone fearless?
First of all, I'm the eternal optimist. I always see the glass half full and never half empty. So I'm passionate, and I know that if we work together, there's going to be a better tomorrow. As women, we need to stand together. I always talk about a tribe, and women is like a tribe to me. Together we are unstoppable, and that is what makes me fearless, knowing that I've got sisters around me that will hold me up when they need to, but I'm also strong and I can hold them up when they need me.
And the young woman one day that wants to do what you're doing, what advice would you like to give them?
Go out there, surround yourself with other women, with other men, with the right people to hold you up and not bring you down. And never ever give up on those dreams.
Seugnette, thank you so much for joining us as our final Fearless Female for 2021. You are amazing.
It was so nice to meet you, Ayanda.
Seugnette, have a lovely weekend and many blessings for 2022.
947 with Ayanda MVP.